my name is Will and welcome to the Distorted Transmission. For this week, I'm talking to Christchurch band Lucid Shift. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Sweet as.
Bro.
Awesome. With the interviews, as always, first off, it's intros. So who's who and what do you do in the band?
I'm Andy. I play guitar.
I'm Dave, playing bass.
Guy on the drums.
Harlem on the vocalist.
Cool. And is that everybody? You're just a four-piece, right?
Yeah, just a walk.
Just four, yep.
Sweet. Okay, so you're a reasonably new band, so I'd imagine the band history section of this interview is going to be pretty short. So perhaps if any of the members are from other more established bands or have band ties to other bands, perhaps those can be mentioned as well to give a wider context of sort of musical backgrounds and who you are.
Yeah, cool. Well, we've got a pretty diverse bunch. So me and Higginson used to be in a band called Lebowski. We did a few rounds around the country once upon a time. And I'm in another band called Epherion, which is just starting out too. So yeah, we've been in a few other bands doing bits and bobs around Christchurch for a few years. So yeah.
I've been playing bass for a band called On Fire for a few years, which is going pretty well. Like stoner sort of rock, and a bit of drums as well in a band called Old Haven. And just join these guys with their tunes, playing some sick low tune riffs on the bass.
Nice.
Well, as Andy was saying, we were Lebowski for almost 10 years, or maybe a little bit more than 10 years. And I played drums with a punk band called the Camel Tonys for a while. And but basically that was the hardcore band. Lebowski was the main go back then. And this is the new project. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in the other bands. This is my first band that I've ever been part of. I'm the unknown.
So you've got an EP set to drop, and the first single dropped on the 16th of February this year, entitled Fractured State. When's the EP planning to drop, and will you be releasing other singles between then and now?
We're planning on dropping one more single between now and the 22nd of March, which is when the EP is going to be on all the streaming platforms. We're just finalizing what we're going to do with that second single, visualizer, etc., all that sort of stuff. So that's going to drop probably in a couple of weeks, and then in a couple more weeks will be the EP. So we're not going to drip feed it over months. We'll just get it out there so you can all have a listen. There's 6 tracks in total, and 2 of them feature guest vocals from Bin and Plague of the Fallen, and Brody from Honest Crooks over in Sydney. Pretty mean metal band over there. And
So what do you plan to do to sort of bring your music to the country? Will you be doing any shows at all?
Definitely. We've got some stuff in the pipelines at the moment. We're looking to piggyback off a few other bands and join some shows and just get the ball rolling that way. But we haven't finalised anything as of yet. We're still just sort of waiting for the rest of the EP to drop. We do have, what was that date that we had penciled in?
Oh, July. Was it July?
Mid-July.
Yes, ages away. So
yeah, so stay tuned for that.
And we're hoping to play a whole lot of gigs later in the year as well.
Where's the July show situated? Is it local Christchurch show?
Yeah, at Rolling Stone in town.
Yeah, Christchurch.
All right, cool. So how is Christchurch doing insofar as venues? Like Auckland's kind of suffering. A few venues have closed recently. How is it down there?
well, Christchurch has been through the ringer like probably Auckland has, and Dunners has suffered as well. But good news. I think I heard someone told me the other day that Churchill's, which is an old, pretty sick venue, has been rebooted, and they've just installed like a real, pretty decent PA system now, a new stage and an extension on that stage. So that's going to bring life back into that venue because it's quite central. You got the Rolling Stone, obviously. 12 Bar, which used to go pretty good, has shut down. And there's a couple others like Rolling Stone, Dark Room, and what's that? Dive Bar, the Embankment.
Yeah, the Embankment's still putting on a lot of gigs. And there's the Loons out in Littleton, which is going pretty hard, doing a lot of real big shows, which is mean. So there's still a lot going around, lots of big shows happening, which is cool.
Yeah, like anything, find a way. We'll find somewhere to play.
Yeah.
The scene's pretty awesome in Christchurch as far as like metal and extreme metal. So there will always be some type of avenue that we can get down to find to play shows.
Out of curiosity, I sort of noticed your band logo when I was checking the band out and seeing everything you've been doing, and I thought your band logo was pretty cool. So who actually designed that for you?
I'll refer to my personal assistant, a guy who's based in Ecuador. He goes by the name of Inhumar Flesh Media. I don't actually know his name. We communicated a wee while ago. We actually have had the logo for years, but in amongst about 100 name choices, we finalised on that one. And he came up with a few variations, and we chose that one. And I've adapted a little bit with a couple of little parts in there, and yeah, so he's a fucking mean artist.
So you said that the band logo was sitting around for years. So has the band been around for years? I just imagine it was a reasonably new thing, but
Well, we originally started,
Yeah,
believe
there's
it or
been
not, in
ages.
like 2019.
okay.
So off the tail end of Lebowski, when that was sort of winding down, I met Harlem on a building site because we're both tradies, and got to talking and bonding over sort of metal and stuff like that. So then it was, getting Guy involved, and we started writing the music in my home studio, and yeah, just COVID really put a spanner in the works, so it kind of fucked things up for a bit. And, yeah, we just treated it as like a, all get together, enjoy writing music, hashing out ideas and coming up with stuff, and then yes, it's kind of snowballed into this awesome project that we have today.
5 years for it to actually sort of come to fruition, but
Yeah,
But
yeah, closer to 4, probably 2020. It's sort of,
Yeah.
We wrote probably 3 of the songs in about 4 months.
yeah,
And I mean, Andy and I are dads, so there's fuck all time to throw everything at this. So we sort of, took a different approach to, instead of writing everything in the jam room like we used to do and jam every week, we sort of created it and crafted it in this room over time when we could make time. And
Yeah.
just chipped away at it, and then when we're finally ready to sort of start jamming it, we need a bass player, so we got Dave, and hence the 4. Yeah.
gotcha.
yeah, we do have a sneaky member to thank as well. So
Yeah.
Ty Kingston, who's our producer, he's produced, he's done all the mixing and mastering and stuff for all of our EP. Has like recommended things and changed things, and just sort of breathed life into a few different areas that we didn't sort of think possible. So shout out to Ty Kingston,
Yeah,
all
man.
the way over in Canada.
The legend.
Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Oh, the internet's an amazing thing, man, as you know.
Yeah, we had a bit of a long hunt for a producer that could sort of add that a bit more flavor, seeing as it was all online and shit. So yeah, we got recommended him by another American band that we got in contact with, and he's got a pretty good portfolio, and he's a fucking legend. So this probably would have come out a year ago, but he had a motorbike accident. I shouldn't laugh, but he broke his fucking back, and he had his wife with him. So yeah, he couldn't do anything, but we wanted to use him still, and we knew he needed the money. So, which isn't the reason why, but we thought we'll just wait for you. And when he was ready, he mixed the rest of the songs late last year.
Is he all better?
He's
Not 100.
recovering well.
You can't sit down for too long. Like back injuries are pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
So yeah, hope he's 100% pretty soon.
All right. Well, the last thing is, I always ask bands, is there anything they'd like to add? This gives them an opportunity to sort of flesh out the interview and maybe plug some things or thank some people or do all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's an open floor if anybody has anything to say.
Look my mum on TV. Thanks to anyone that's ever supported us in any of the bands that we've ever been at, come to live show, bought merch, all that sort of stuff. Keep the Christchurch metal scene alive, keep the New Zealand metal scene alive. Go out there, support your favourite bands, buy their merch. It really helps out.
Anybody else?
I'm keen to shout out just to all the bands that are still kicking, new bands. We're keen to get up into the North Island and play with like the Rising Tide are back on deck, which is fucking sweet. So looking forward to playing with them. Yeah, the Christchurch bands, Wellington bands, done all of them. So we're keen as to get amongst it.
Cool. Anybody else?
Thanks to these boys for hitting me up, getting me on board to play the bass. It's been a bloody good time. They've done a lot of hard work putting out some mean tunes, and I'm super stoked to be on board. So yeah, cheers.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, best of luck with the EP when it drops, and I look forward to hearing the rest of your music. Cheers.
Cheers,
man.
Will. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And say goodbye to everybody.
Later.
Bye,
Later.
everybody.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.